Welcome everyone to the Achema Pulse webinar. My name is Marlene Etschmann. I am a communications manager for Achema, and I'm glad that you made the time today in your calendar to learn more about Achema Pulse. Today's speaker is Andreas Kunert. Welcome, Andreas.
Hello and welcome from my side as well. Good morning to our viewers in Europe. Good afternoon to everybody watching from Asia. Welcome.
Andreas is head of business development for Achema and Achema Pulse, and he will tell you everything worth knowing about our brand new digital flagship event. After his presentation, it's your turn. In your dashboard, you have the questions option. Please click on the small white triangle next to it, and then the window opens up and you can type your question in there. What you are typing is only visible for us organizers, not for the general public. I will collect your questions during the webinar and will pass them on to Andreas after his presentation. Andreas, are you ready?
Absolutely. Can everybody see my slides? I think so. Welcome aboard. Today, I'm happy to talk to you about Achema Pulse and dive deeper into 3 questions that may have popped up in your head while you were looking at the info material on the website or the first presentations you've seen, and walk you through them step by step. The first question being, why consider joining as an exhibitor? Why can you not pass and skip out a digital event in the summer? I'll tell you why in just a few minutes. How to choose between the 6 packages we have on offer and what to upgrade, what are the essential upgrades and how do they work? And the third question being, what are the next steps that you need to take, need to consider, have on your calendar and your plate if you're trying to prepare the Achema Pulse event. This is going to take about 30 minutes and then we have plenty of time for questions and answers. Feel free to type in your questions anytime and we'll tackle them one by one later on. So coming to the first question, why join as exhibitor? You're probably well aware that Achema is our main event and Achem Asia is our Asian spin-off event to capture the growth dynamic in the Asian markets. This slide is trying to convey the message that Achema Pulse is our new strategic pillar right next to these 2 physical events, and it will join our portfolio as our digital flagship event. This means 2 things. First of all, it's here to stay. We're going to see Achema Pulse as a new format, establishing itself in any year we do not have physical events. So the next time after 2021, it's going to be 2023, between the Achema 22 and the next date being Achema 24. So Achema Pulse is here to stay. You will see it many more times in the years to come. Second of all, the technology platform we chose to realize this ambitious project will also be the technology backbone for the digital range extender on Achema 2022. So delivering a hybrid experience for 22. What is it all about? What is Achema Pulse? Basically, it's 1 month of platform available for exposition and networking. We're expecting the world of a process industry as we are for the physical events. We're starting in May 31st, opening up the platform. All of your profiles will be visible for your products and your company profiles. You can provide on-demand content to all of the participants. You can start matchmaking and contacting the visitors on the platform without any boundaries or limits. And you can also schedule and have one-on-one video calls with any participant on the platform if they decide to do so. Also, you can have more than 1 participant in the call. You can have 2-on-2 video calls, 3-on-4 video calls. There's virtually no limit to what you can do to get in touch with your customers and prospects. All of this accumulates in a live event on June 15th and 16th, which will add 6 further pillars of content for a very exciting and inspiring 2 days of Achema Pulse. I'm going to start out with the green part on the right side of the screen. This is the content that we will organize from a central vantage point at Achema. First one being the live stages, where we will broadcast from 3 Frankfurt-based studios in TV quality, all the major headline news, all the big topics, all the major industry heads discussing the ongoing and pressing issues of today. And the Congress streams highlighting the academic tractions and all of the new projects and innovations coming to the market, not this year, but maybe next year or the years to come. It's going to be very practice oriented and will adapt the established Congress format to the digital sphere. The blue area is where the exhibitors and the participants create all the content. So first, premiering with ACHEMA Pulse, you as exhibitors will be in full control of setting your own agenda, meaning that you can also use streaming technology to establish your topics at the top of the agenda. We will have 15 or 30-minute presentation or discussion slots available. Basically, any exhibitor can book their time slot and air any topic in any way they like or please. There's also the opportunity to create interactive workshops with up to 25 participants to dive deeper into more open questions. And for the exclusive channels and exclusive packages, there will be premium channels of up to 4 hours of streaming per day available in the platform. The fourth pillar, the open spaces, is a very open format where also the visitors can raise their hand and say, well, I do have a topic I want to talk about. My name's Andreas, and I want to discuss about digital marketing in modern times. And anybody who would like to join me for a preset period of time is happy to do so or move on to the next topic. It's more of an unconference style format, which will hopefully generate lots of new impulses also from the viewers and makes it more in a lean forward rather than a lean back Netflix mode. There's 2 ticket categories for the visitors. You will receive as exhibitor unlimited ticket codes, just like for the ACHEMA live events. For the blue areas and the networking platform, there's a premium ticket category available for the live stages and Congress streams as well. All of the packages include a certain amount of voucher codes also for the Premium Plus tickets and can be upgraded very easily to include more codes. Exhibitor tickets provide your staff with Premium Plus access to the platform and also add the feature of being linked on your company profile. Talking about the company profile, here's a sneak preview on the look and feel of a platform. This is just a first screen design. The platform we chose as our technology backbone is called Talk. It's specialized in events and community management. So 2 things it does really, really well is networking and streaming. So we're looking at a very high-performing tool for both of these topics without any technology glitches or something like this to be expected. Instant streaming and all of the sessions, one-on-one video calls happening at the same time with virtually no bottlenecks involved. So this is a look at the look and feel of one of your profiles. Imagine the top half looking like a social media profile with a big key visual and a short teaser text. Starting then, you will have a media gallery where you can upload videos and pictures, infographics for your viewers to enjoy. There's another section where you can highlight your product portfolio. All of these are linked to subpages where you can go into more detail on your products and also provide additional media directly on the platform. Your staff with the exhibitor tickets will be highlighted here. You can assign these on the corporate level or on the product level. And it will even be possible to directly contact any member who's online if you have a direct video call function activated. So participants looking at your profile, deciding they want to talk to John Doe and he's online, they can directly start a video call with him and engage in discussion. Every participant is always online and a constant connection with the platform and the community via his chat window. You can also offer files for downloads for fact sheets or white papers or product sheets, and all of the sessions that you decide to air are cross-linked in your profile, but also cross-linked back from your agenda point to your profile. So having a nice profile is a good starting point. The real magic in digital events happens when you reach out to the participants in an active mode. So the matchmaking becomes really important, and the one-on-one meetings are the most important tool for your sales force. Every participant starting May 31st goes through an onboarding process to join the platform, answering the relevant questions to allow us to provide you with perfect matches. Your sales staff will be able to run through the onboarding process several times if they so choose, to get different matches for different topics, maybe if they prefer. And all of the participants will be visible to any other participants. So your sales crew will always have a full list of who's at the event. Talking about leads, how do leads work? If you contact somebody via chat and she or he replies, the content is established on the personal level, and this will be available in the standard lead tracking for download after the event. So you will see any contact that your staff makes with other people on the platform as part of the lead tracking. Leads are one thing, and reaching out directly the other. Major success factor is being part of the agenda. In the left part of the screen, you see that every participant sets his own agenda. They configure what do they want to see. Akema is going in with a full breadth of topics. There's no central overview of certain topical tracks, but rather they can filter down to the relevant topics for them and choose their agenda. Chat is always part of the experience, so they can be instantly connected. And one of the content pieces would look like this, being a central screen like you're used to from YouTube or social media. They can enjoy the video like this while reading further information or checking out the attendee list or downloading the presentation. They can watch it full screen or picture-in-picture while they keep surfing on the platform. That was a little sneak preview on what the platform is going to look and feel like. We really tried not to go into a big trade show setup with different halls and levels, because it's our conviction that this is not state of the art for a trade show in this day and age. But also it will be very complex for Akema to try to visualize a 3D environment that looks and feels like a physical event. So it's a very social media-like experience that everybody knows his way around, and there's lots of opportunity to also highlight your profiles. So why join? In a nutshell, we try to boil it down to 8 good reasons to not miss Akema Pulse. And the first one, of course, being that we don't see any other process industry event coming up in 2021, which will have the same ambition level as Akema Pulse does. We'll have an inspiring live stage program with all the major headlines. We let you as exhibitors control the agenda, set your own agenda, and help shape the industry discussion with the topics that you provide, and also provide you with a best-in-class networking tool for sales and business development and building up new relations, which will be open all month of June. Fifth point being, they're not the only ones coming, but we did invite all of our Akema 2022 exhibitors. 2,250 are still on board for 2022, more expected to join later. And anybody who will join Akema by March 31st will also be incentivized to join Akema Pulse. Beyond that, we're reaching out to many other participants that may have not decided to participate in the past, but think a digital event is just the perfect opportunity to rub their nose into what Akema provides. Seeing how we've had 150 nations in 2018 and are also highlighting our marketing campaigns for the event to reach out into Asia and the Americas as well, we are expecting, and you can expect, that the process industry world will be watching in the literal sense of the word. It's 100% Arkema, even though it's not the physical experience, the spirit of being cross-industry, being innovative, being fascinated by technology is something that we've dug deep into the DNA of this platform and make this available as a truly 100% Arkema experience without the traveling, without the aching feet that all of us who've had site duty at Arkema are well aware of. And it is 100% COVID-proof because anybody can join from home, his office, or wherever he chooses to be. There's even apps and available, or tablets are compatible, so anybody can really join from anywhere where he feels it's safe and comfortable to join. All in all, we believe this is the ideal launchpad that we can offer for a post-crisis jumpstart and recovery. Many people we talked to said that, well, existing business is developing okay, even under crisis conditions. However, everybody complains about new business being slow. This is the ideal launchpad to get the jump start in the summer 2021 and also to start headlining your campaign for Arkema 22. 8 good reasons from our perspective to join Arkema Pulse. And then the next question pops up, how to choose the right package and upgrades. We split it up in 2 questions. The first one being if you're one of our special cases. That's not diminutive in any way, but it's a couple of exceptions in the front. If you are a startup or a research organization or a university or something like that, you may want to look into the innovation package first, which offers a special discount for these types of exhibitors. If you're a small business or a professional service company that only sends one delegate to Arkema because he's in charge of the industry and wants to also not just visit but participate with the company profile, maybe book a workshop or 2, the professional package is your way to go. If you are a recruiting company or a strong employer brand and would like to recruit top talent on the platform but don't have any products on display, the recruiting package is a good starting point. If none of this applies to you, you're one of our classical exhibitors, and we have 3 packages for you, which are very flexible and can be upgraded as you need them. The first one being the business package, which is the starting point. It provides you with all the tools you need to have a professional profile for your company, for your products, and equips your sales team with anything they need to start doing sales and networking on the platform. Also, you can upgrade any other feature you would like, including streaming and recruiting, and book your way up to the perfect package for you. If you're looking to deliver a more advanced experience to your viewers, the performance bundle builds upon the business package and bundles a lot of popular features, including streaming, workshops, and recruiting, and gives you a price advantage on this bundle versus booking individually from the business package up. A totally different experience will be the exclusive package, where top 20 premium partners enjoy exclusive benefits and will be a vital part of the communications before Arkema, but also the highly visible on the platform. Will have their premium channels for up to 4 hours of airtime, and will also be invited to participate in the live stage program. This is limited to 20 partners and gives you very unique features. I will go into more detail in a second. So if you're looking to generate a unique impact, keep in mind the exclusive package. Here's a little overview over the packages and the price tags involved. If we have many Arkema 2022 exhibitors, you can deduct your coupon voucher from this number, because this will be available in the shop as the discount when you check out. I can only invite you to remember the name or the color of your package as we move on, because I will dive deeper into some tables where we go into the features in more detail in just a second. So here's the first table. Anything you need to establish a profile for your brand. You recognize some of the colors and the names in the top row. You see the upgrade price list. and you see either if the service is included or is available at extra cost, if there's brackets around it, or the number of included tickets, for example, as we approach. Seeing how we've used up all the colors already, no worries. I will highlight with more colors what I'm talking about as we go through the tables. The first block being everybody gets a profile with a logo, a key visual, a teaser text of up to 10,000 characters, and is allowed to cross-link to any or cross-reference to any external source in the web or social media. You can also, this is not said here, via iframe technology, you can also include 3D models of your stand if you have one of those available, so your visitors can dive deeper into a 3D stand if they so choose. There's also a certain amount of exhibitor tickets included in every package. This gives your staff premium plus access and make sure they're listed in your profile and can be contacted directly. Pictures, videos, and documents are also included in every package in different amounts and can be upgraded in bundles at 300 euros for 10 pictures or 2 videos or 2 documents for download and visibility. You will receive, and most of you know this from Arkema, also keywords to be found in the search and participate in the search index. The search will also be in full text context and include company names, but for additional product tags, there's a certain level of equipment, and you can have products as many as you like. Any package can upgrade for product subpages, and there's different amounts included in the package, up to 18 in the exclusive package, where you receive another subpage with multimedia content to showcase your product. Every profile includes links from the profile page to your content sessions and vice versa. And of course, you can update your profile and receive support anytime. Looking into some premium features available starting from performance package, the performance dashboard try to gives you some quantitative figures on the basically the impact your profile is having, who's watching what, who's clicking what part works, what doesn't. There's some numbers in the performance dashboard to help you optimize continuously your presentation in the Arkema Pulse platform. Second one being the tags in the exhibitor list. Whenever we have a list of companies, we will highlight certain categories in a special way. The exclusive companies will be highlighted as premium, the startups and innovation companies as innovation, and the recruiting partners as recruiting, in order to help easy navigation for also all of the participants. But also gives you the extra visibility for your topics. The exclusive partners will have their logos on display in any main navigation screen. On the right side, there will be the logos of the exclusive partners visible on rotation, since it's 20 on a randomized mode. So you have extra visibility. It's linked to your profile pages. And there will also be a separate partner page where all of the top 20 partners will be listed separately. Having a profile is nice. Awareness is better. All the profiles include unlimited Pulse tickets codes. As already discussed, you can invite any amount of people to join the platform for the exhibitor content and the open spaces and the networking aspects of the platform. You will also receive social media kits and email marketing kits to help you with your campaigns, get you equipped with basic material that you may need to include this in your campaigns. Beyond that, there will be a list of media and advertising upgrades available in the shop later on, where you can upgrade banners or small intro commercials into individual sessions. You will see more details in the shop later on. And also you can invite your VIP guests on a more pronounced level with different ticket categories, and you can upgrade these individually at 35 euros a piece. Recruiting has become one of the major trends in trade shows and events. So it might be a smart idea to start posting your jobs there as well. This starts in the performance package with 10 jobs and 30 jobs for the exclusive and the recruiting package, but any package can choose to upgrade for online job postings, which will be visible all month of June and may help you attract just the right talent from the industry, since they're gathered here anyway from around the world. Next slot being some exclusive features. The exclusive package candidates will, of course, be featured as exclusive partners in all communication, well, the most relevant communication before the event, during the event, and after the event, so they'll get really good media coverage as well. Also, their customer journey starts with a branded ticket shop. Any voucher code they send out will direct their guests to a branded ticket shop to help them promote the brand and the messages early on in the customer journey. All fun and games, but reaching out and making the leads is part of the engagement. All of the packages are equipped with the essential networking features. Any participant can matchmake with other participants. Any participant can chat with any other participant. You can bookmark your candidates for reviewing them later. Any candidate can schedule one-on-one meetings with any participant, or 2-on-2 meetings, or 2-on-4 meetings. And this will be open, by the way, all month during the platform. The direct video call function activation is included in some packages and not included in others, but can be upgraded at a small price. This again was a feature of clicking on John Doe or any other contact when he's online and instantly starting a video call with him. Second part is the streaming and the workshop content. Since we're on a digital event, it's very tight schedule and very short formats. We have a 15-minute and a 30-minute streaming package available, where you can, in theory, reach an unlimited amount of viewers live, but also this will be recorded and provided on demand later on. Or you can choose to have a more detailed interactive sessions, a workshop for 45 minutes with up to 25 participants. It's basically like a Teams call with 25 participants. Anybody can ask any question and discussion, and this will be live only. Any package can upgrade to include streaming or workshops. Some packages include a basic set, as you can see in the list. Seeing how pitches are the perfect way for startups to get their message across, there's a 50% discount for the innovation package holders to book pitches. We've talked about the job postings and recruiting in the context of trade shows. The other common feature you see now is HR people having stand duty and reaching out to visitors and being available for questions. This will also be possible in the digital event with a special HR zone, where you can make your HR people available to the general public. However, there's a twist. They don't need to talk to everybody. There's a preset question, maybe for like, hey, why do you want to talk to me, and can I see your social media profile? And then we can decide to schedule a call and how long it should be. So this is a perfect tool for the HR people to reach out to candidates and be available while being efficient in choosing the right candidates to talk to. Lead tracking. Everybody will receive all the contacts that their stand crew makes in the course of the event. Contacts, again, or leads, are generated by reaching out to a participant and getting a response. So whenever there's a chat going back and forth once, the connection is made, and this will show up in the standard lead tracking. The extended lead tracking goes beyond this and also includes other sources of information, like who watched a video on my profile page or who downloaded a document, in order to be able to follow up with these people as well. It will also include more information about the participants who did so. Some of the exclusive features that really make the difference in the exclusive package are at the bottom here. The premium live channel I've discussed. You can air up to 4 hours of video content or streaming content in your own channel. You will be supervised and have a tech person in contact at your disposal. Of course, it doesn't make sense to book 1 4-hour session, rather split it up in small segments of 15, 20, 30 minutes to be present during the day with several points and interactions, maybe even dive into different time zones for Asian or Americas. This gives you very good opportunities to showcase your brand, your products, your ideas, your thought leadership, and really go all out in the content. Right. Also, you're invited to join us in the live program. We will discuss as part of the after booking how we include your thought leadership, your ideas, or your key personnel and panel discussions later on to include them in the program and have your brand visible on the live program as well via the people that you send forward. And to be able to highlight your major sessions, you will receive up to 3 sponsored posts that you can provide in the central newsfeed to reach out to all participants to showcase your ideas, your products, or your current events coming up. That was a big list of features. If you have any questions, type them in the chat right now. We'll tackle them later one by one. Let me just go into one question which is asked many times real quick. What is the difference between the streaming and the workshop formats? And I'll try to give you this information in a small nutshell. If you look at the streams on the left side, we said it's a 30-minute talk or panel. It's really up to you what you decide to do. It can be 1 presenter, 2 presenters. You can stream this from headquarters or from home via laptop. Also, the 15-minute case pitch allows you to go into one idea, one product, one case in more detail and have Q&A sessions. You'll always have Slido integrated to also include votings if you so choose. Generally speaking, streaming is an instrument of one-to-many communication, so it's one of you just reaching out to the world. You can provide this live, as I'm doing right now, or you can have a pre-taped input, which will go on air at the preset time. Technically, you will be using Zoom to connect to the platform. The output signal will be as indicated in the middle and shown before, will be fully integrated into the platform with slide integration as well. If Zoom doesn't work in your company, we'll find different ways or set your firewall straight. We'll make sure this works. All of this will be produced professionally, so there's a tech guy available anytime the tape is running, and it will be available on demand shortly after your session, the next day, the latest, in the morning. And to make sure all of this works, you will have a check with a one-on-one tech check 2 weeks in advance and right before the session starts to really make sure all the settings are right and your speaker is able to connect to the platform and knows how to use the technology correctly. Workshops, 45-minute sessions, up to 25 participants. Imagine it with every participant being visible via their video stream if the camera is on. Because the cameras are on and everybody can ask any question, you want a lively discussion, this is going to be lively only. No recordings of the workshop sessions. Basically, you can use any tool you like. We have a standard default tool, which is Jitsi, but you can use Zoom, Teams, Skype, WebEx, GoToWebinar, any tool you like. As mentioned, no recordings, but there will also be a tech checkup 1 or 2 weeks before the event to make sure everything's set. There's no tech support during the workshop. So a lot of input, a lot of information, and more coming. That was part of how to choose the right package and what upgrades might make sense. You've seen the list, you've seen the details, and we can dive into questions later. So let's look at the road all the way up to June 2021 and what are the big things you should have on your list. Maybe even print this out and collect your check marks on the way. So I'm assuming you're either already registered for ACHEMA 22 or have pre-registered as a new exhibitor via achema.de for the ACHEMA Pulse event. And obviously you've managed to sign up for the free webinar. So you've done all your homework for January. With the free webinars, we try to give you all the information that you need to plan your campaign and your budget going forward, plan your strategy, and decide on how to, well, basically how to proceed with the platform. In case there's questions open after this webinar, we will provide you with a central hotline number and email address, so you can always reach out to us and ask more questions in more detail about your specific cases. Late February, our exhibitor shop launches. There's nothing you need to do but check your emails. You will receive emails with your login credentials, and then you're able to book your packages and upgrades in the shop directly. I will give you a short screen preview later on what that looks like, but it's very simple and easy to use, and you will find all the details and more about the tech specifics as well in the shop with the packages and the services. The beginning of March, the ticket shop opens, so you're actually able already to start your campaign and send out invitations to your guests for the Pulse tickets or the Premium Plus tickets, and use the time before the Easter holidays to get started. Late March, there will be the opportunity to start setting up your profile. There will be templates available online where you can fill in the information and upload your content. And do keep in mind that the vouchers that you have received for your ACHEMA 22 exhibition will expire April 1st. So March 31st is the last day to book if you haven't done so already. Then after the Easter holiday, in the week of April 12th, we will open up the scheduling for the sessions. So any speaker can basically, or any admin can choose what's the perfect time slot for my pitch, for my talk, for my workshop, and start booking. I recommend booking early since there's a limited capacity. And if you want the ideal spot for your preference, then make sure you book early. It might be advisable to start a second campaign wave after the Easter holidays to invite more guests based on the content you have provided. The agenda will be online and visible already on our ACHEMA platform, since it is integrated in our webpage. Then you will have basically more than a month to upload and all the content and information that you want to provide in your profile. May 17th, we will start providing you with a preview of your profile where you can check the last details, see if there's anything you'd like to change or add. This is the first time you will see what the profile looks like in real life and are able for 2 more weeks to optimize it. May 31st is the big launch of a platform. Make sure to onboard your stand crew on the first day, because immediately after they can start networking and schedule the one-on-one calls leading up to the live event. June 10th is the deadline for booking all of the packages and upgrades. We're not sure we can arrange bookings after that, so have June 10th on your list for making all of the shop purchases so they can be available on the platform. Then we're looking forward to a great live event for you to enjoy June 15th and 16th. You will receive a lead list right after the event, so you can start following up immediately. And the platform is scheduled to go offline June 30th. So make sure you have all the content and all the analytics secured that you want to use for later in your platform. Realizing I should have clicked to highlight the months, but I hope you could follow anyhow. This is a preview of the exhibitor shop. As you can see, it will be very easy to use. You see all the pictures and the packages immediately. The upgrades will be on different pages. Your coupon and your discount will be available in checkout if you have pre-registered for your ACHEMA and are booking before March 31st. And yeah, there's an English version as well, so just click on English if you've landed up in the German pages, just like in this screenshot, and you'll be all set to go. And this is it for my presentation. It was a little longer than 30 minutes, I realized, but I hope there's many questions we can still answer in the remainder. Marlene, do we have any questions coming in?
Yes, we did indeed, Andreas. And the most pressing one is, can we have the presentation slides? And the answer is, of course, yes. And they are only a mouse click away. when you have a look in your GoToWebinar dashboard, there is a documents section. If you click on the small white triangle next to it, the window opens and there you will find a PDF document with the presentation, which you can download right away. And you will also get an email about an hour after the webinar with a download link for the presentation. And the GoToWebinar dashboard is also important if you would like to ask more questions. Please click on the white triangle next to questions, and then you can type in your question and I will forward it to Andreas. So let's dive into the questions. From an exhibitor's point of view, making new leads is a top priority at a trade show. Could you elaborate on the lead tracking? There is a standard version, there is an extended version. Which one do I have to book to get, ideally the email addresses of my visitors?
Oh, the email addresses. This is a really good question. I'm actually stumped because we haven't defined the output formats yet. However, we will have the platform available with all of the data of the profiles, basically, and you can see via matchmaking where you have the connections. I'm pretty sure we're going to provide the email with the standard, but I'll have to pass, and we'll make sure to include this question in the FAQ list. Sorry about this, since the formats are still being defined. We'll add this information later.
Yeah, it's a brand new format and it's work in progress. So Achema Pulse is open for 1 month only. Why? The network could be useful for constant use.
Well, in theory, yes, but however, we've noticed that digital events do have, they have a date, they expire, and it's really hard to keep up the attention for an entire month anyways. As you noticed, we're starting 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks prior to the event to really get people onto the platform and allow you a tool for networking. And we believe there will be some traction after the live event as well. However, we do not see and have not made the experience that this will be a retainer or a first top of mind platform for visitors after, basically June. It should not be expected to have much traffic on the platform in July.
Okay. One exhibitor asks, as I understand, the performance dashboard is available to performance exhibitors. Will you go deeper on what statistics are available to business exhibitors instead? Do both profiles receive all the stats of visitors after the show?
There will be a certain amount of information available. The performance dashboard really sums it up nicely. Every evening you get a performance review on the numbers, how many clicks you got on a certain level. Of course, you will receive basic information on the number of visitors on your profile page. However, this is not the relevant factor, if I may be so blunt. In digital events, the key is to be active and reach out to the viewers and really try to pull them into a discussion via your sales force and the events that you set on the agenda.
Okay, a question concerning the one-on-one chats. When do they start? When is the first date you can use this option?
The first date that you can use these options is May 31st. So we've decided just recently, actually, to not limit this to 2 days of live event, because we realized with all of the content we will have coming in from basically our streams and also the exhibitor channels, it would be too much to ask to condense all of the calls and connections in these 2 days. So we open it up and make these calls available starting May 31st, day 1, when the onboarding for all of the participants opens. Of course, you will see that participants will onboard continuously and the most will come in June 15th. But any contact that you make on the platform early on, you can have one-on-one video calls already.
Okay, and could you elaborate once more the difference between scheduled one-on-one video meetings and the direct video call function, please?
Yeah, so any 2 people on the platform can decide they should meet and have a discussion in private with a one-on-one video call. The direct video call is a feature to directly start a video call with your sales staff on the stand. Of course, we could also pre-schedule that. However, if you want to be available at certain times during the live event, for example, you can skip the scheduling process and have your viewers call you directly, and it starts a video platform call immediately without going through the hassle of exchanging messages and scheduling the call. By the way, for scheduling, there's a scheduling tool that you can plug into your Outlook or whatever you're using to schedule your day, which will make suggestions for both parties where they have time available in their calendar.
Okay. And then there's a question, could you once elaborate on the difference between the expo and networking and the live stage? What possibilities do exhibitors have to be present on the live stage?
So if you choose to become one of the premium partners, the top 20 partners, by booking an exclusive package, we will engage in discussions afterwards on how to include your topics in the live program. Be it with a keynote presentation on thought leadership that your company has or your experts want to put forward, or include your key personnel in a panel discussion on a certain topic. This is not available to any other package. This cannot be, there's no price tag on that. And we'll discuss this individually on how to include your brand and your messages in the platform. However, one thing is really important to us. This is not a product placement pitch or opportunity. It's not about advertising your portfolio, your brand, but rather it's about promoting your brand by being one of the leaders in the industry, which is invited to participate in the program.
So a more general question, is the main objective of Achema Pulse to do workshops and live talks?
This has proven to be one of the two key success factors for digital events in the last couple of months. If we look at what makes an event successful, it's not like a classical trade show where having a really cool stand and a stand crew available at the stand to be approached, but it's rather going out and making contacts directly via the matchmaking feature, and also being a vibrant part of the agenda by going out with streams and talks and workshops, indeed. So this is why we made it available for all of the packages, and anybody can provide content and set their own topics on the agenda.
Okay. How do visitors join Achema Pulse?
Well, first, they either receive an email from one of the exhibitors inviting them to join the event, or they are attracted by one of our marketing campaigns in their region. They come into a ticket shop, sign up and purchase a ticket or redeem the voucher, and then go through an onboarding process on the platform for Achema Pulse. They can join via mobile phone, via tablet, or via desktop PC. It will be seamless in all senses of the word, and then they can participate in the platform from day one, starting May 31st.
Okay, if I have now decided to book a package and I'm filling in my profile, are there any pop-ups to let me know which upgrade options are available and what I need to fulfill my aims?
I'm not sure, since I haven't done the onboarding myself yet. All I've heard is that it's really easy to use. I would not expect there to be an active sales process in the back highlighting what sessions you would use. This will be the information available in the shop, and the profile will be set up on a different web page. So I wouldn't expect there to be hints and clues. But you can always contact the hotline, real people, and ask your questions on what they recommend, and they can also give some insights on what they see in user behavior on the platform to maybe tip you off to a certain idea or equip you with just the right amount of information to make your choices.
Okay. Will the recordings be shared on other public sites like YouTube, Vimeo, etc. after Achema Pulse is over?
You will be able to download your specific video from the talk. So it's produced in that way that it will be on demand on the platform, but available to you in any format you would like for export. Yeah.
Okay. Will you host regular planning presentations like this one to update exhibitors on ideas and lessons learned in preparation?
What we will be short explanation videos on how to do certain settings, how to do what, explaining the features. This will be available after basically late March and April to help you take your decisions. Not sure we can update it on a regular basis, but you will always have the hotline available at your disposal to recheck and see if there's anything emerging. Also check out the FAQ list frequently, which will be updated online in real time, basically.
How do you schedule these video calls? Is there any agenda?
For the video calls or for the talks? So let's
for the video calls.
The one-on-one video calls, basically, if you as a you have a chat partner going on, there's a button you can press and it opens up a scheduling tool. If your Outlook is integrated, it will suggest certain times that you are available. If your counterpart also has the plugin available, it will limit that down to the windows that you guys are available, and then there's a really up-to-date and speedy scheduling process to make sure that this is booked, and this will then be added to your event agenda.
Okay. Could you explain the exclusive limit of 30? Surely more companies would like to join Achema Pulse than just 30. We certainly hope so.
We certainly hope so, and we really do expect so, since we're invited many exhibitors to come join us, and have received excellent feedback, by the way, from asking our survey question on how you would like to interact with Achema. The exclusive package has some very exclusive features, so we've decided to limit it to 20. All of the other packages, the business package, the performance packages, are not limited in number. So we can have many exhibitors. There will be many features that you can upgrade starting by business to make it worth your while. The performance package gives you a price advantage on popular features and can also be upgraded. So there's many things that many exhibitors can do to really get out the best from the platform for their business.
Mm-hmm. How are exhibitors notified of chats or video calls? Does the platform need to be open all the time?
The platform is open 24/7. You will, as you've seen in the screenshots, the chat window is open for every participant, so on some person-to-person level. You can use it on your app, on your smartphone, you can use it on your tablet, you can use it on your computer whenever you're logged in. You will receive push notifications as you are used to from the apps you use in private. This is a really state-of-the-art user experience. This is not a regular trade show app. Expect it to be more like LinkedIn or something like this.
Okay. You said that the live chat function will be available from May 31st, and will it be online until the end of June, or how is the timeline?
Yes, it will be online. Basically, you have two sets. You have a live event, which will accumulate on 2 days, and you have the platform with your profiles and the matchmaking and all of the participants online all month starting May 31st, ending June 30th. And of course, there will be peaks of activity surrounding the live event, but we do expect there to be a real business impact on the platform for all of June.
So the Premium Plus ticket is only for the 2 days of live Achema Pulse, June 15th and 16th?
No, this is also for the entire month and for the platform. However, to have access to the green sessions, meaning the live stages and the Congress streams that we provide from a central vantage point, you need a green ticket. You need a Premium Plus ticket category. There's one exception. If you are an exhibitor in the exclusive category and you have your keynote presentation on the live stage, of course, this will be available to all viewers.
Okay. You mentioned that Achema Pulse will take place in the years when there is no physical Achema. Do you intend to transfer some of the Pulse elements into the physical trade shows, such as matchmaking, for example?
Oh, definitely. This is hybrid is a big trend in trade shows, and this has become ever more evident and necessary in the COVID pandemic. And many of the features you will see will be available as augmentation or range extender to improve the Achema experience even more and extend it into the digital sphere. So without having giving too much away on how hybrid really works in practice, you will have many digital features and tools available at your disposal in the run-up to Achema 22 or during the live event physically. And then you will have a pure Achema Pulse digital event in 2023. And since we moved, it's like the World Cup in soccer, we moved 1 year, but it stays on the cycle. The next live event, Achema 24, coming up.
How do you deal with the time lag at Achema Pulse? It's a worldwide event.
Yeah, so good question. The central program will be basically scheduled in European time zones. So maybe starting at 8:30, 9 o'clock, going up to 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. in the German time zone. We will have formats by content partners, but also exhibitors aiming specifically at Asian markets or the Americas. Our platform and the live event will be open 48 hours. So there's total degrees of freedom for you to also schedule your sessions in the well, from a European perspective, off hours, but to make it more attractive for viewers on other continents and time zones.
Okay. Is it possible to schedule one-on-one meetings at the same time with different people of my staff?
Yes, definitely. It's not just a one-on-one video call. You can play 2-on-2, 2-on-4. You can include other people in your calls as well. Absolutely.
Okay. And as a business exhibitor, how many free invitations can we extend to our customers?
You have unlimited Pulse ticket codes, and you have a certain limit. I'm going through my papers to have the exact numbers. The business package includes 10 Premium Plus tickets, but you can purchase more voucher codes at 35 euros a piece for your VIP guests.
Okay. This was the last of the questions that came in at the moment. So we are right on time. Thank you for all the questions that you sent us in now. If you have more questions in the next few days or weeks, we are, of course, happy to answer those as well. The contact page that is displayed now will stay there for some more minutes before I close the webinar. And maybe you would like to make a screenshot or a photo so that you have the email and telephone number at the ready when the question pops up. If you have liked the webinar and think, this is something my colleague should have heard as well, there will be more webinars next week, and we will also make a recording available. There will be an email in your inbox shortly with all the details. Please feel free to share this to anyone concerned. So much for today. Thank you and bye-bye from Frankfurt.
Thank you for your attention and all of your exciting questions. I will get back on that email question on the FAQ list. Thank you.